In this video, we are going to have a look at two most popular female superheroes, Captain Marvel and Wonder Woman, and see who is better. We are going to look at 4 different points like origin story and character development and many more to find out who is better as a character and their movies overall. We make videos about movies and celebrities, so give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Alright, let's go. As we all know, in the superhero world, be it DC or Marvel, is dominated by male hunks like Captain Red Underpants or Mr. Rocket Man. We have stayed up late and argued for hours who is better, Mr. DC's or Mr. Marvel's. Now that we finally get 2 leading female superheroes, it's time to see who did it better, Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel. At number 1, we have origin story. The origin of a character in any movies is very important as it will introduce the character to the audience, and it's when the audience decide how interested they are in joining the character in the journey they're about to begin. Now let's look into the origin of these 2 characters.
I used to want to save the world.
Princess Diana is raised on an hidden island of Themyscira, home to the Amazon women warriors created by Olympian gods to protect mankind. In 1918, Diana, now as a young woman, rescues US pilot Captain Steve Trevor. When his plane crashes the island, Steve is interrogated with a lasso of Hatia and reveals that the Great War is consuming the outside world. He also reveals he has stolen a notebook from evil Dr. Poison, which contained important research for a toxic gas, as he must bring that notebook to the British intelligence so that the war can come to an end. After revealing the truth, Diana believes that the conflict was started by a long-time enemy of Amazons, Ares. That is when she and Steve Trevor embarks on a journey to stop Ares and save the world.
War is a universal language. I know a renegade soldier when I see one.
The story of Captain Marvel is based around the character Vers, who lives on a planet Hala. Vers suffers from amnesia, and as the story progresses, she starts getting her memory back, and later finds out that her actual name is Carol Danvers. Denver gets captured by the enemy creed called Skrulls, and escapes using a pod and crash lands on 90s Earth. Bumps into Nick Fury and goes on a journey to stop Skrulls from invading the Earth and also revealing the mystery of her past. Now, even though at the start of the movie the story Wonder Woman is amazing and they use the island of Themyscira, which is really beautiful, tell the story of these Amazonian tribes, it did feel a bit slow at times trying to over-explain the story. It was when Wonder Woman leaves the island and discovers the outside world, the story starts to get more interesting. Whereas Captain Marvel takes more of a Wolverine kind of story, where you are introduced to the character but not fully revealed her true story, and as you go on a journey with the character as she discovers her true identity. I'm going to give this to Captain Marvel just based on the origin story, as I was more interested in knowing her true identity as the movie progressed, but spoiler, I was wrong. Keep watching to know why. At number 2, we have time period the movie takes place. Both the movie are told in older time period, Wonder Woman taking place during the First World War and the Captain Marvel taking place in the 90s. Wonder Woman uses the time period and the bleak war to tell wonderful stories, whereas Captain Marvel uses the era, which is more relatable to most people and uses a lot of humor. In Wonder Woman, the war becomes the part of the storyline and obstacle to our character, which uses it perfectly to show the growth of the superhero as a person and as a superhero, whereas Captain Marvel, there isn't a point to the movie, the time period becomes difficulty to the character. The movie could have taken place in the 60s, 70s, or 80s. It would have made no difference other than the few cheesy jokes. So I think winner of this is Wonder Woman. Alright, before we continue talking more about the movies, let's quickly look at superpowers that these superheroes possess. Basically, who would win if they had a fight? Let's look at Captain Marvel. Believe it or not, she is said to be the most powerful of all Marvel superheroes. Here are her powers. Super strength. She can lift 50 tons with 0 adrenaline running through her, and that is just the base level. Super speed. She can move at 3 times the speed of sound, and when she goes binary, she can go faster than light and go cross galaxies without needing a ship. Damn. Stamina. Her stamina is amazing. She can exert herself at full power for 24 hours before getting tired. She resists crazy amounts of beating before she starts getting injured as well. Yep, she is tough. Another crazy power she has is energy absorption. She can absorb different kind of energies and use that energy to make her powers stronger. She also can project energy and shoot extreme powerful photon blasts from her arms, which is the same strength as the Iron Man's beam. Also, she has procognitive sense that alerts when her danger is near. Kinda like Spidey sense. I mean, the list goes on. The writer who created Captain Marvel was like, you know what, let's just give her everything. Alright, let's look at Wonder Woman. Superhuman strength and durability, the power of flight, she can glide through air on currents in the wind, superhuman speed, reflexes, and agility, and finally, enhanced sense including smell, vision, and hearing. Now, although this is pretty cool, I must say Captain Marvel just smashes this out of the park. Alright, moving back to the movies, at number 4 we have story progression and ending. After going to the main world, Wonder Woman faces lots of obstacles, the war, and the villains Dr. Poison and Ludendorff. These obstacles really helps on taking part in the developing of the character of Wonder Woman, and you can see how she gets beaten down, which in fact makes her even stronger as the movie goes on. Main villain of the story, who the Wonder Woman is after the whole time, is Ares, thinking he somehow managed to control the humans and making them destroy the world, but later discovers that he just whispered ideas on people's ears and those actions were in fact humans' own doing. So she finds out humans are not as innocent as she thought, but she soon overcomes that and defeats Ares. As for Captain Marvel, even though the movie is entertaining in bits, especially in the first half of the movies, the chemistry between her and young Nick Fury, you uncover her story as you go on through the movie, and also Captain Marvel never showed her vulnerability, which was very difficult to relate or feel for her. As for Brie Larson, you can tell she is working really hard to make this character work. So overall, I thought Wonder Woman was way better superhero despite being weaker in terms of strength. Wonder Woman as a character in a superhero movie was more relatable, more human-like, and just overall super. Alright, if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. See you later.